Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is the last match of this best of 5 series. It's not even a best of 5 series anymore. It is a best of 1. Whoever wins this single match takes the entire cup, the entire tournament, all however many euros the prize is, I don't actually know. But all the money, all the fame, all the glory will belong to the winner of this single game. The map's going to be one of the most classic maps of Blizzard, Shattered Temple. A modified version of Lost Temple, which has been around since StarCraft Brood War, since Warcraft something or other, I don't remember which one, but it's been in almost all of Blizzard's RTS games. Both of these players are probably very, very familiar with it. Happy was, of course, a pretty strong Brood War player. Strelok came from Warcraft 3, so he's going to be familiar with Lost Temple as well. Strelok spawning in the northern position, Happy spawning in the south, as far away from each other as they could possibly be. The Eye of Sauron is in the center of the map, of course, dividing our two players. They'll have to band together to defeat him by throwing the ring into the volcano. To give you guys a little picture of how excited I am, I actually normally, in between casts, I'll go downstairs and refill my water glass. But I actually didn't even do that. I finished the last cast. I threw the video clips into the folder they are supposed to reside in, and then I immediately loaded up this game. No water for me. I'm a man. I'm just so very excited. Both players are going for the standard opening. And this is so interesting because these players have played against each other for 4 games so far. So they have to decide, do I want to do what I know has worked for me 50% of the time and just hope I'm able to execute it well enough that it works again? Or do I start switching things up and try to throw my opponent off tilt? And it looks like Strelok is at least going to deviate from a strategy a little bit, as he's at least getting a Marine before he builds any sort of tech lab or anything like that. So already we see Strelok making small, tiny adjustments to his play. That's interesting. That's okay. I'm not exactly sure why he feels the need to hide it up there, or rather why he needs the need to build it here, make a Marine, then lift it up and fly it over there to hide it. But either way, we do see Strelok is obviously switching up his play just a little bit. In the meantime, Happy could still be going for his usual shenanigans, his tomfoolery. We'll have to see. We actually can't quite tell. And yes, he is. There's the hidden factory. At this point, you have to ask yourself, is it even worth hiding? I mean, Strelok knows you're going to do it, man. It doesn't need to be that out of the way. Strelok going to be building that Reaper, going for a quicker factory than I believe we've seen in the previous games. Don't cite me on that, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like that factory is making its appearance just a little bit faster than we have seen previously. We see he's building a bunker at his main also. That does imply that he's going to be going for some pretty serious tech. And of course, the Yellow Terran player will know that if he ever scouts it. If he sees that bunker, he'll know what's going on. Reaper just about to pop out. Gonna lift that barracks up again. Man, that barracks getting its exercise today. It looks like he's gonna build a starport there. Ooh. So Strelok gonna go for some cloaked banshees, it looks like. Ooh. I'm getting excited, ladies and gentlemen. The Artosis nerd chills have in fact entered my body. At the same time, we see Happy's building his own starport, and he's going to go for that blue flame upgrade immediately once again. So we're going to have some cloaked banshees for some blue flame hellions. That'll be a very interesting combination indeed, ladies and gentlemen. As long as nothing's going on, I think we'll just sit back, start rocking out to that Terran music. The Terran music is, of course, the best music. Hopefully that'll change in Heart of the Swarm. I actually don't know if you guys knew this or cared, but it's pretty cool. Blizzard actually had a different composer compose the music for each race, so it wasn't one composer who was like, this is a Terran song, this is a Protoss song. It was actually completely different composers, so that was actually pretty cool, I thought, as they were trying to make them as diverse sounding as possible. We see that the Banshee is in production. A scan goes down from Happy. I don't think he sees the Banshees, though. He does not see the factory or the starport. Now, while we're up here, does Strelok see any of this? Strelok doesn't know either. Both of these players completely in the dark. This game could get messy, ladies and gentlemen. The first Banshee has come out. Cloak about halfway done. It is moving across the left side of the map. It does not appear as if Happy is going to be able to scout that out. Happy with 2 Blue Flame Hellions in the center of the map and a Medevac as well. Going to go for some droppage. And Strelok really doesn't have a lot to defend this. He only has 1 bunker. 1 bunker. Of course he has 1 bunker. He only has 1 Marine in that 1 bunker, which is the more important thing. Now he is building some Marines out of this reactor, but it looks like the Blue Flames are going to hit just in time before that happens. Now Strelok is just offshore of Happy's base. There we go. Happy is going to see that Banshee. At the same time, Strelok is revealing his Blue Flame Hellions. They're going to make it into the mineral line. Happy does not have a lot to defend this with. Only a couple of Marines and the Vikings. So many SCVs are getting destroyed. At the same time, this Banshee has 0 kills and is already in the yellow. Things not looking good for Strelok at all right now. That missile turret does kill the Medevac. However, these Hellions getting so many kills by themselves. There we go. Good micro by Happy, not auto-attacking that Viking. Well, now he is, but he did click on some of those SCVs. If we take a look at the Harvester count now, 8 SCVs for Strelok compared to 26 SCVs for Happy. Happy killed 21 workers in that attack. Oh my goodness. This game is starting to look a lot like the previous one on Tal the Rim Altar, where Happy just got a huge economic lead early in the game and held on to it. That Viking does, or excuse me, that Banshee does go down. Was not able to see exactly how many kills it got, but it couldn't have been a lot, as you can see from the stats up there. I just realized that was not up. There we go. There's the little name tab. I think that's a neat graphic. It's pretty sweet looking. I like it. My brother is actually all about the new graphics, like these ones down here. He always freaks out whenever somebody throws them up. He's like, oh, it's so cool. His voice actually isn't that high, but, you know, gotta keep him in line. I'm the older brother. I have to establish my dominance by making fun of him on the internet. Which is very standard. Happy, building that command center. He knows he's so far ahead, he can just take his expansion. Strelok does have his orbital command up earlier, but it's going to be a while before he's really confident enough to be able to take his natural. For now, he's just going to use it for the minerals and the mules and the SCVs. Just send them over to his main mineral patch over here. Happy with complete map dominance with those Blue Flame Hellions. At this point, looks like Happy might be going for a timing attack. He's building a tech lab on that factory. Probably going to start going for some siege tanks. He is researching stim right now from that tech lab over there. And I have to say, a strong timing attack might just be the thing in this situation that will tip Strelok over. I do want to point out once again, Strelok beat Happy 3-1 in a previous ESL tournament. So if Happy's able to overcome and destroy, not really destroy Strelok, it's pretty close, but defeat Strelok 3-2, that would be very impressive indeed. It would show his growth as a player. Strelok actually going to be expanding before Happy. Happy hasn't quite gotten that orbital command out there. And, oh, there's Blue Flames, there's Blue Flames. Go look at the Blue Flames. Blue Flames are killing all sorts of things. Now, Strelok is not lining up his SCVs or anything like that, so that's very smart of him. But, oh, both mules getting taken out in an instant. Okay, Marines start dying as well. Lots of Marines coming forward, but they're all getting roasted. The siege tanks can't get around in time. Oh, my goodness. Happy controlling those Blue Flame Hellions so terribly well. More Marines getting destroyed. Oh, the humanity of it all. Looks like those Blue Flame Hellions are going to get killed eventually, but oh man, at what cost? Taking a look, 12 SCVs to 35. I'll let you guess who is who. However, oh, I thought these were Medevacs. Never mind, this isn't interesting at all. Strelok just has some Vikings flying around doing absolutely nothing. I thought he was going to go for a large Medevac drop, but he just does not have the income to be able to do that. Happy pushing out, going to be able to take his natural, even though he hasn't had a natural for nearly as long as Strelok has. He's been doing pretty good on the economy front, just due to the fact of how many more SCVs he has and how many SCVs he has killed. Uh-oh. Happy moving out 2 Vikings. Strelok has 3. 3 is more than 2, ladies and gentlemen. High-level commentary here at TGN. And look at that. Strelok going to be able to kill 1 Viking. Marines stimming up, and they're going to start pushing those Vikings away. 1 Viking does get taken down. The second Viking does go down as well. Good control by Happy. However, he's going to lose a lot of the Marines to the tanks that sieged up in the middle of the map. He is researching those combat shields. He realizes, wow, those are actually pretty important when you're building a lot of Marines. The additional 10 health? It's 10 health, right? Not 15. Yes, the additional 10 life is kind of important, especially when you are dealing with stimming and the splash damage from siege tanks. That extra little bit of health does, in fact, go a long way. And it looks like these combat shields are going to finish just as Strelok starts pushing again, which is a terrible timing for Strelok. Absolutely awful. If we take a look at the units counts, it's 3 siege tanks and 3 Vikings for Happy, whereas Strelok has 4 siege tanks but no Vikings. So he has the siege tank advantage but not the air advantage, which is going to help Happy out quite a bit. Happy also has less Marines now as well, but look at that. He has so many Vikings. He's just going to land them on the siege tanks straight up, and it looks like all these siege tanks are in fact going to go down for both players, actually. That was really close. The one siege tank surviving does have 16 health. So that was all sorts of trading right there. But Strelok's just going to GG out of the game. He realizes he is so far behind. He really can't do anything. Was that premature? I feel like that might have been an Idra GG. I feel like that was an Idra GG. He didn't really need to leave quite yet. I mean, Happy was going home. He wasn't going to push the advantage or anything, it looked like. And he could have come back, but he was definitely at a huge disadvantage, so I don't completely agree with it, but I understand where it's coming from. So Happy does win this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. He does win the ESL Go for SC2 Cup number 116. What a baller. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Go watch my other casts. They're all awesome, if I do say so myself. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/darnokris. Follow me on my live stream, justin.tv/darnokris. Sir Conrad backwards, of course. And all that good stuff. And I will be back pretty soon with some more StarCraft 2 content. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.